Sound check, check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
7th of May, 2020. Welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast. My name is Corey Winfield. Some call me Corey Winefield, Corey Wangfield.
You wines a lot.
Winfield, it's not even that hard of a name. It's Winfield.
Try having a name like Jagnecki.
Oh, Jagnecki.
Jack your Nikes. I wouldn't think twice, do you?
And that is who is in the studio today. Gabe. Welcome, Jagnecki. No?
Damn, you said it right.
Yeah, see? That's an easy one. Winfield, now that's a hard one to get through.
Winfield.
Yeah, I would go to different events in radio, and this is the thing that would really piss me off. And I started thinking they were doing it on purpose. I would email them. Okay, email. My email was like Corey.Winfield@iHeartRadio or iHeartMedia.com. It's in there for you, you know? Like, and then I would show up at the event and get my name tag and be like, Corey Winefield.
Just think of wind in the field. Wind field.
Because then they'll do that and then they'll add the D.
Oh, okay.
Think of winning.
Win.
Yeah, like my family went out on this battle in this field and they won. And then they were like, oh.
Look at that deer out the window.
The Winfield.
Wish we could put that on the podcast.
It's a big deer too, man. Yeah, there's a deer. See, that's how we roll at the studio. I don't have a name for the studio yet.
217 podcast. Winning.
Yeah, we got deer out in the pasture. And, we have a big eyesore over there. I don't know what that is, but yeah, we have deer.
I heart nature.
Yeah, so yeah, welcome, Gabe. You are a fellow in recovery. Do you mind saying how many consecutive days you've put together this time?
Yeah, it's been 60 days actually.
Nice, 60 today?
No, a couple days ago. So it's been actually, this is the longest time I've been off of methamphetamine in the past year and a half.
Damn.
So it's pretty good accomplishment, and off of heroin, off of street drugs and everything.
Nice.
So alcohol, and feels good.
Yeah. And did you have that? Because I've tried ice once, and I realized that's way too good. I got to go to rehab immediately, and that was probably a very smart thing that I did. I've seen people, working at a treatment center up north, working in a treatment center around here. I've seen people, basically up north it was more, but at that treatment center, and the people, they would come off of meth, and they wouldn't be right, man. And they would hear things, and hey, man, that phone's talking to me. I'm like, that phone, it's not even a phone, bro.
Yeah. It's been, I mean, you've probably heard stories from people at Dukoski Hall. Like, the last time I was meeting with the nurse there, she was like, I'm really glad to see you the way you are now, because we didn't think you were going to come back. I was in methamphetamine psychosis. I didn't even trust my family. I couldn't trust anyone. I couldn't love. And it was just a bad spot to be. And thank God for, the hope and the support that was offered at Dukoski Hall, and from my family and some friends back home, like, really encouraging me to stick with it. And sometimes that tough love is all you can offer. Is like, I've said and done everything that I can say 1,000 times. So really, it's about just showing people that I'm living a different life today. But yeah.
And now you mentioned Dukoski Hall. That's a treatment place you attended, I guess?
Yeah, Dukoski Hall in Traverse City, amazing treatment center. Actually, for real, and I'm not just saying that because I love everyone that's in there. Like, the guys that were going through treatment with me, they're like brothers to me. The workers there, they're like family. And, they're those essential workers. They're the ones putting in time, it's amazing, dude. And it was really a miracle, because this is the first time I've been in recovery, like, by my own choosing. Every other time it's been court ordered, it's been forced upon me, and it never, I always had that obsession with getting away with, the ritual of shooting up, and that was my love, dude. And even though it killed my brother, it killed a lot of my friends, put a lot of people in prison, and it's just infatuated with getting away with it. That's the obsession. But yeah, Dekoski Hall, man, they really just showed me, like, I don't know, a lot. In addiction, it's like you continuously get met with rejection and judgment, and you're ostracized by your community. Well, this is a community where it's like, no, we see you as a part of our community. We want you to do good. Why would we want to reject you and treat you like shit when we know what you do when you get out there on those drugs? And it really helped to feel that. And the therapists there and the counselors and the staff in general just taking the time to talk to you and walk you through things and just show that support, man. It was awesome.
It makes a huge difference when you're in a place, and I had that experience too, where I've been on both sides of it, and I'm sure you have as well, where you're in a place, the guys or the woman, whoever, they work there, they're just feeding you BS, and you can pick up on it. You know as well as I do. This guy is full of shit. And then you have the other people who are the opposite of that, who they just don't care. Right. They leave at 5 o'clock, and damn it, they'll see you Monday at 8 a.m. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you might want to get a different line of work, especially if you're going to be a therapist, counselor, or whatever, something like that. And then you have the people, I think that you were talking about, the people that just care. Mm-hmm. They might not have a degree, they might not be the smartest person in the room, but they care. They have a willingness and genuinely they care about you, and they want you to be a part of the community. They want you to do well. Yeah. And sometimes it just takes one person, that can reach you like that, where you're like, whoa, this person's like for real. It takes you a minute. At least it took me a minute. Yeah. There was a woman named Joyce, and she was at the Bear River when I was there in treatment, and she's not there now. Fortunately for her, unfortunately for Bear River, because don't get me started on that place. But when I was in there, she cared and she believed, and she was fun, and she liked to have fun. And I was telling her like a very personal story, and it had to do with somebody doing some stuff and then into a plant, or it wasn't into a plant, but the whole Harvey Weinstein. I don't know if you know.
No.
Well, he's some Hollywood guy, and he's in prison now, but he would be known for, like, if a hot chick come in, he'd be like, hey, now do this, and they'd be like, and he'd be like, you want the part, right? And I guess he pleasured himself into a plant one time. So, like, I was referencing that, and I'm like, yeah, it's like, it was like Harvey Weinstein, like, right in front of me, and she just fell out laughing, and I was like, are you kidding me, Joyce? Like, but, I mean, she wasn't, like, she didn't mean anything bad by it, but I guess I was telling the story, and she said it was really funny the way I was telling it, and she just lost her shit. But Joyce, though, she really did care, and you could tell, and that just made all the difference to me. And there was a couple other people that were in there that cared too. The others, But you have to learn to weed those out, because if you're going to treatment, or if you know someone who is, you're going to meet those kind of people. There's probably a couple more categories we can throw people in, but there's going to be the people that you're in there with that are there in court order, and they don't care. Yeah. They're just going through the motions, lip service. They'll be in group talking about, I want to do that, and I don't ever want to use it again. And then they're outside like, man, I'll get out of here. I'm going to get high. Yep. You just said that.
Or they're getting high in treatment.
Yeah.
Or,
like,
and, one of the most important things I learned was, you don't, and this was a group that Zach did, and you never know what someone else has been through. You never know what someone else has experienced. And you can't judge someone else's recovery. You can't judge, someone by what they look like or what they do, because, them people that are saying that stuff, they really do. I believe some part of them really does want to change. It's just we've lived those habitual patterns for so long where they're ingrained in us, and that's how quick it is. Yeah, you're in group. You do want to change. You want to go through that. But as soon as you step out, then you got that social face, or, you're trying to uphold that. For us, a social face is, I've got to hold this facade and be strong and, like, be tough or whatever. Yeah, drug life, whatever. But, you know, that's not cool anymore. That's not for me. You know, I had to really reach a point. I had to get away with it. You know, every time I got caught, the court system and the criminal justice system, all they did was put off the inevitable. Like, when I finally got away with using, my life got to a point where it was like, man, I do not want to fucking live this way anymore. That was sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you're in the middle of some serious stuff, and I turn on the desk light.
And that's like, I don't know, I get too serious sometimes, like, but it is like, you know, I went for a walk yesterday, and I go, you know, one of the main supports in my recovery is just getting in touch with nature, getting outside, getting by water. And I go down by Lake Borden, and I go sit down by the water, and I'm just taking it in. I'm like, this is so beautiful. And I look down, fucking syringe right next to me. Empty bottle caps, you know, and it's just, this shit's real life. Like, a kid, I didn't know him, but he just died 2 days ago from alcoholism, you know, someone in the recovery community. And it's like, you know, it's getting worse because people can't attend meetings right now. People can't, you know, they don't have that original support they had. And it just, you know, like before, that would have been a big trigger. I probably would have picked that needle up. But, like, it disgusted me, man. It was like, I never want to be in that place again where I was before I came into treatment. Like, I never want to go through that again, you know. And it just, throw your fucking needles away, man. Find you know, don't, at a park, just laying out for, you know, kid could walk by and freaking stick himself with that, or, you know, someone that's just like, dispose of your paraphernalia, Jesus.
that public service announcement brought to you by Gabe.
Harm reduction.
Yeah, for real. Harm reduction, I don't know if they're all over the state. I know they're here in Traverse City. They do have a small office in Petoskey.
Yeah.
I think they're open on Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not sure. But there is a link on our website, 217recovery.com. Go to resources. I believe it's under our friends. I could pull it up and actually tell you. But doing the podcast from the new computer today, you're breaking it in with me, Gabe. I mean, this is new computer. Honored. Hopefully it sounds all right. Same old microphones. But yeah, I was telling you about that microphone there that you're using. It is called a Fafine. And when I started buying those, they were like $29, man. And I wanted to go look the other day because my buddy Jamie is wanting to start a podcast with the military people. You know, he's a Marine.
That'd be awesome.
And my buddy Rob, who started 217 Recovery with me and the podcast with me, you know, he's Army, you know, Ranger guy. So it's like, hey, put those two together. Who knows what madness they'll have. But I think it would be a good thing because I don't know what they experience, you know, is going through the military, having PTSD of what they have, you know, and I think that there's definitely a market for it. We just got to get to do it. But anyway, I was telling about the microphones, and I went to look for them, and they're like $49 now, man. I was like, damn.
You got down.
Yeah. So now I have to, once I get, I don't know, I got to do my taxes for 217 Recovery. And I don't know because I haven't gotten paid back for any of that. So that's my microphone. This is my computer.
My microphone.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be the company's computer. That's supposed to be the company's microphone. This is supposed to be my microphone, though.
Okay.
It's my big mic. My mom got them for Christmas. So, the Blue Yeti.
That's nice.
But, yeah, I just don't know. I mean, did it increase? I mean, obviously increase in price. I mean, am I making good investment choices with 217 Recovery's money? That's not really their money yet because it's not mine.
Shit, I mean, it appears so. It appears to me that you are. I mean, I just love what you have going on, and it's an inspiration to me. You know, my whole life it seems like I was taught like we had to accept we had to accept another person's dream for our lives. Like, you know, you had to do things you didn't want to do in order to succeed. And I see you, dude. You're an inspiration to me. Like, you got this podcast going, and like,